Well, look at you. You have enrolled in CTC 145, titled Advanced Laboratory Methods. I first want to congratulate you for making the decision to spend your summer with me in the laboratory. So what you're going to find out is that this course is a little bit different than the other courses that you've taken in the CTC program so far. And if you're new to the program, I want to welcome you too. Now, some of you are probably scratching your head. How can somebody be new to the program? We're already 1 year into it. Well, that is true. However, if people have completed chemistry courses, especially upper level ones, at other institutions and are transferring into Cape Fear, or have completed a degree, because we've seen that before, and come to the program, we can give them credit for CTC 114, typically, which is the wet laboratory technique course, and that's enough prerequisites to join the program in the summer. So if you're a current student in the program, look around. You might see some new faces. It's not uncommon. And if you're a new student, I want to welcome you to the program, and I think that you'll enjoy your time with us. You will quickly see that we do things much different than what you've experienced so far at your other science courses in college. All right, so up here at the very top, Advanced Laboratory Methods. This course is typically offered in the summer only. You get one shot to complete this class a year, and that's it. So, in my words, don't screw it up, right? So up here at the top, this is my name, of course, and here's my email address. My email address is probably never going to change, tholbrook@cfcc.edu, but what will change will be my office hours. So depending on the year and depending on how I feel for that summer, this could be every day of the week, it could be 4 days a week, it could be 2 days a week. So my advice to you is look at your current syllabus, and whatever is on that current syllabus, that's the time that you will find me in the office. Kim Buffkin's contact information is also listed down here below mine. That's kbuffkin@cfcc.edu. I have given you my cell phone number. She will probably give you her number as well, but you're going to have to ask for it. So I'm not going to put it on the syllabus if she doesn't want you to have it. So Kim Buffkin, her available hours are typically Monday through Thursday and Friday for half days. But again, take a look at the current syllabus and you will find out when she's available and when she's not. The meeting times. Meeting times are going to be an issue here. So we want to talk about the meeting times, but for now, the only thing that I will say is that the meeting times will be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 9 until 1 o'clock. That's it. So we're giving you off Friday, and you get Saturday off, and you get Sunday off, and you get 3 days to enjoy the beach and go downtown, but try not to get yourself in trouble. All right? As far as through the week, Monday through Thursday, 9 to 1 o'clock, we're also going to talk briefly about this a little bit later on in the video, but we want you to understand that we know that you have made plans. We know that you have families. We know that you work. We also know that you have other commitments that you need to do throughout the summer semester. So we'll talk about this in just a second. CTC 145, currently it is a 17 contact hour class. We meet with you for 16 hours a week for a laboratory, and you have 1 hour of dedicated online learning that you're supposed to be giving to us. So that makes a total of 17 a week, which means that this is a 6 credit hour course. Please take a look at that number. That number is very important. That means that I am worth double. Right? I'm worth double a traditional course that you might take in college. An English class is typically 3 credits. Psychology is typically 3. History is typically 3. Math and other sciences, you're looking at maybe 4 if it has a laboratory component. But very rare do you see a course with 6 credit hours, and that's me. So I need your attention and I need your work throughout the semester, because if you fail this class, it's like failing 2. If you make a C in the course, it's like making a C in 2 classes. And I don't want that to happen to you. This should be a very easy A, because it's all lab-based and it's all work with your hands. Available classrooms, they're also here. Again, take a look at that because that can actually change throughout the years. We've seen it change just in the previous year or two, and there's no guarantee that it will be the same way 10 years from now. So depending on what year you're watching this video, those rooms can change, but those rooms are available to you. Next is the lab manual. The lab manual is required, people. You got to have it. So you've got to go ahead and purchase the lab manual. Hopefully you'll have it before the very first day of class, and hopefully you've made the decision to maybe save some money and order it online and not through the bookstore. The good thing about the bookstore, though, is that they take your financial aid. Amazon and other online retailers do not. However, let me show you an example of the money that you could save. Right now, the bookstore is probably trying to sell you this book for over $200, even if they have it in stock, right? That's always been a problem with them as well with us. But Operational Organic Chemistry by John Lemon, that's the book that you want. And I've given you the ISBN numbers of the 4th edition and the 3rd edition. I want you to copy these ISBN numbers down, and I want you to go to an online retailer like Amazon, and I want you to type in those ISBN numbers. And what you will find out is that you will see an Operational Organic Chemistry by John Lemon 4th edition currently on Amazon. This is just one, folks. There's plenty out there. But brand new, you can get it. Take it home today for $205. That's the price of a car payment. So why would you want to do that, right? However, under Amazon, you will also see used and new offers. And right now they have 43 used and new, and they begin at $55 a pop. So that's a little bit more reasonable, right? $55 for a book that you will use the entire course this summer, and that you will use also in the second year portion of the program. The upcoming classes will focus on this lab book as well. So you got to have it. You got to use it. You might as well fork in the investment. And I think $50 is much better than $205. But if you don't even want to do the 4th edition, you can be even more thrifty and you can do the 3rd edition instead. So the 3rd edition is this black and gray cover. And the 3rd edition right now, $49.99, 3 left in stock, but 25 used and new at $2.69. Now, come on, people. $2.69, that's the price of a Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee. If you can sacrifice one iced coffee for one morning, then guess what? You have just purchased your textbook for the course. That's all that you need. And if you're one of those, swanky Starbucks drinkers, then that's half the price of one coffee in the morning that you might get from them, right? So $2.69, we're not asking a lot. So go ahead, bite the bullet, order the book, have it shipped, have it ready to go, so that way you can do well in the course. All right, now in the next part of the syllabus, you're going to see other requirements. Those other requirements are going to be a composition lab notebook. Now, what am I talking about when it looks like a composition lab notebook? Well, this is what they look like, right? You see these everywhere. You can see these in Walmart. You can see these in Target. You can see these in Walgreens. And this website is actually the Dollar Tree website. So that's just one of the first places that popped up in Yahoo Shopping for me. So composition notebooks are going to be $1. Again, we're not after fancy. We're not after prettiness. That's not going to give you a better grade in the course, right? We want something that does not have a spiral bound. So this is glue bound. And we want something that's basically paper that you can write on. And we don't need carbon paper. We don't need extra copies of anything. We are just simply okay with $1 composition notebook. And if you're lucky, you'll probably find these on sale. Walmart will typically have them for 50 cents a piece sometimes. Target will sell them for 50 cents a piece, especially during the back to school era. And also Staples and Office Max and Office Depot. A lot of those people will put them on sale as well. We encourage you not to get just one but two of these. And the reason that I say that is because you're going to write in one and you're going to give it to me to grade. And there's other people in the course that I will have to grade their lab notebooks as well. And quite honestly, it takes me about an hour per lab notebook to grade them. I know, crazy, right? Yeah, you should talk to me about it sometime. So, during this time that I'm having your lab notebook and working myself up to grade yours, you need a backup. You need a second one that you can write in, that you can do lab in. And then when I give you the first one back and say, good job, you made a 100 on this lab, then you can give me your second notebook in exchange. And then you can say, okay, keep the hundreds coming. So here's my second lab notebook, and there's one lab in here that I want you to grade. Or there's 3 labs in here that I want you to grade because you took so long when you graded the first one. I got 3 more done. So those are the things that you need to keep in mind throughout the semester. So composition notebook, at least get 2 of these. And if you find them on sale, you might as well go ahead and get a whole stack of them because you'll need them for upcoming courses as well in the program, not just this one. Prerequisites, you can read that on your own. Course description, we're going to be talking about advanced laboratory methods. The title cannot be more self-explanatory, right? So we're looking at advanced procedures than what you've typically have accomplished up to this point in the program. So these are going to be distillation, reflux, steam distillation, oxalate extraction, Dean-Stark apparatus, identifying products, infrared, a little bit of refractive index. You name it, we will pull in some type of test as much as possible throughout the entire 10-week course. Add drop dates, withdraw dates, those are up to you, right? You need to go through, take a look at your syllabus, look at the current date because these will change depending on the year that you're taking the course. So make sure that you go through and look at the proper dates when it concerns the landmarks throughout the semester. Grade distribution. Well, how's my grade going to be divided up? Well, pretty simple. You're going to have lab assignments, and these lab assignments are going to be online through Blackboard. We would like for you to do these at home and not waste your precious lab time while you're with us. The lab assignments are going to be 20% of your grade. If you do not do one lab assignment, that means the best you can do in this course is an 80, and I want you to understand that that's a very low C. 92, 84, 76. That's what you're going to see over on the right-hand side of your screen. So it's very important to do the online assignments. It's a big chunk of your grade, and you need those points. The laboratories and the notebooks, that's 65% of your grade. You're spending quite a bit of time in the laboratory, so quite a bit of your grade should be reflective in that, and it is. So 65% is going to be your notebook. And then finally, a final is going to be given at the end of a course. The final is cumulative, and the final will focus on the techniques that you did throughout the semester, and it will also focus on some background information about various labs throughout the semester. So 20, 65, and 15. Please note that no grade will be dropped throughout the semester. It's 10 weeks. We got limited grades. There's only a certain number of labs, a certain number of assignments, and one final. And that's it, folks. So whatever you don't turn in, you get a big fat 0, right? So make sure that you try to do all of the labs. Most people don't have a problem. And make sure that you submit all of them for grading. But, you know, it's time management here. And if you do not manage your time efficiently, you will find yourself not being able to finish the lab. One of the things that we do this semester is we let you do what you want to do. And I'll talk about this a little bit later on as well. But because of that, people have so much freedom that they think that they can get their stuff done. And when a push comes to shove, they won't be able to complete it. So I don't want you to find yourself in that situation. So make sure that you blaze through the labs, make sure that you come in prepared, make sure that you do the labs, turn in the notebook, and do not waste time. Okay? Attendance policy. This is a hybrid course. So online lectures, online Blackboard assignments will be a part of the course requirement. I can't really take attendance for that, right? As far as the laboratory goes, well, the laboratory is going to be you. So I do take attendance. I do mark down if you're there that day or not. But at the same time, I understand, and Kim understands, and we all understand that you have other commitments that you need to do, especially if you've got families. So attendance Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 9 to 1 o'clock, I'm going to check off. However, let's say that you can't show up on Thursday. But let's say that you can stay longer on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to make up for that time. That's okay. We don't have an issue with that at all. Or let's say that you have a week vacation planned in the month of June, and you're going to miss Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And if you can come in before or after that week and make up that time, that is perfectly okay with us. That's not a big deal at all. So the attendance is going to be fluctuating, and the attendance is basically going to be left in your ballpark. We're going to track if you're here or not. But at the same time, if you need to stay a little bit later or come in early on certain days, then you're more than welcome to do that. And you can do that and still get finished with all of the labs throughout the semester. Not a big issue at all. Laboratory practicals, the laboratories are going to be a list of here. I'm going to do a separate video on these. So here they've listed, and these might change as well depending on the year that you're coming to us in. So I'll talk about the laboratories in a separate video. So that's upcoming. The final exam, it will be given at the end of the semester. It will be cumulative, and it will encompass all material presented in the lab and throughout the YouTube videos that you are watching on Blackboard. Make sure that you study 15%. The next page, these are just the silly Cape Fear Community College policies, right? These are things that I have to put into the syllabus. These are things that we assume that you know, and I call them silly because I think this is common sense. But, you know, sometimes we take that for granted. So we put that into the syllabus just to say, hey, remember, you can't do this, and you can't do that, and you can't do this. What are the things that we can't do? Number one, you can't bring your kids. You can't bring your kids to the lab. We don't want little kids running around screaming and crying and yelling in the laboratory around explosive chemicals and in the flame, right? So no children on campus. Classroom and lab rules, just don't horseplay. Preferably no food in the lab, no drink in the lab. We have a lecture room if you want to do that in. So you're more than welcome to bring breakfast or lunch or whatever you need. Just don't eat it in the lab, people. That's common sense too, right? Disability services. If you have a issue, whatever issue that might be, whether it's attention deficit, whether it's I need text anxiety, I need more time on a test, whatever the case is, we have disability support services for you. So you need to go to them and you need to tell them what the issue is. They will fill out a piece of paperwork and they will send it to me. It is all confidential. No one else knows about it but me and you. And if you need extra time or if you need some other accommodation, they will let me know and we will make it happen for you. Okay. The clause about religious holidays, you can read. Student email information, you can read. Tobacco policy, don't be dipping skull or smoking in the lab, please. Again, I told you it was common sense, but we got to put it in there. Conduct, to make sure that you're actually conducting yourself in an adult manner. Don't be running through the lab and horse playing. I think we all kind of know that too. Safety, we want you safety requirements. Preferably safety glasses while you're working in the lab. You can wear a lab coat if you've got one. Gloves if you're handling stuff that you're unsure of. We provide everything but the lab coats. So if you want to wear a lab coat, you're more than welcome to, but you're going to have to purchase it on your own, not with us. Academic honestly, if you cheat, we give you a 0 when we fail. It's as simple as that, okay? All right, so that's the syllabus, and I would like for you to read the details in your own time, and you need to come back and watch part 2 of the syllabus video, because that's where we're going to talk about the lab structure, and that's where we're going to talk about the laboratory notebook as well. Okay, so until next time, I will see you maybe in the lab, and we will kick off this semester with a 100 lab grade, hopefully. And that will put you at an A average, and there's nowhere to go but down.